Hello beautiful souls and welcome to this magical oracle card reading. Today we are hosting a giveaway exclusive to our subscribers, and first prize is a reading, personal reading, and a deck of these oracle cards that I'm using. Yes, that's right. You have the chance to win your own set of these beautiful cards painted by Katrina Vrebalovich and a personal reading with me. But first, we're diving into the enchanted world of these oracle cards and see how we can bring wisdom and understanding forth during this season. Christmas times can be really challenging, but these magical cards spread joy and wisdom to help us lift our spirit during these Christmas times, however we feel about Christmas. I'll share the details of how to participate later in this video, so stay tuned. Now let's shuffle the cards and tap into the energy that is surrounding us in this special time of year. And whether you celebrate Christmas or not, or maybe the turning of the sun, these readings are crafted to bring more love and light into your path. To start a spiritual reading, we need a clear intention. It means if we have a clear issue in mind when we do the cards, then we can get clear answers. If not, we will not understand what the cards are saying. So it's important to start with the intention. And now, since this isn't a personal reading, it is a reading for many, I want to look at what kind of energies we are asked to be aware of, what energies to focus on in these times of festivities. The point of reading with these specific cards is to guide you to get a closer, more intimate connection to your own source, to your own wisdom, which is behind in the subconscious, in your higher self, and your connection to the divine. I'll pull 3 cards. The first card will be an overview card, which tells us something about which energy is dominant, which law in the universe is dominant right now. And the second card I pull is the challenge. That tells me which energy and which law is blocking us or holding us back, which we have to become aware of. And then the third card that I'll be pulling is the action card. And this is the card that we will use. This is the energy and the law that we will use. So this is telling us what kind of energy, what kind of universal law we need to apply in this very moment. The way you choose to pull your cards is totally up to you. You may spread the cards and then just pull without seeing which card you're pulling, or you may put them in a bag like this and pull them directly from that, or you simply shuffle them and then you start from the top and put the 3 cards directly. So let's start. My focus is what kind of energies will we focus on? Now the first card out is the overview card, as I said. Here we've got the law of attraction. And that's quite curious because we are right now in 2023 in a 7-year, a year of 7 in numerology. And this law, the law of attraction, is law number 7. The strongest energy that's impacting us, it's the energy that's dominating right now. If you haven't seen my numerology for this year, look it up here and you can check it out. This card is called attraction and has to do with what we pull away and what we attract. So it's an ambiguous energy that requires a lot of discipline to handle. It reminds us of how easy it is to be tempted by stuff that we know is not good for us. So we are asked to stay on our path, to be connecting to our path, even if we are tempted to go astray. The law of attraction is a quite demanding law. It has this pulling and pushing energy which makes us both want to and not want to eat this cake or do this or do that, whatever we should or shouldn't do. But it's a very important law because it makes us strong when we feel in control and when we can decide what to do in a certain situation. We will not let ourselves go into hatred or judgment, all these emotions that simply brings us down in frequencies. We're going to try to see, yes, absolutely see our emotions and take them seriously, but we're not going to stay in something that is destructive to us. We want to walk on the path of spirituality, of love and light and higher frequencies, and then we have to take that seriously. And to be able to do that, we really need the law of attraction, and we need to use this energy, which we have had so much available this year, which brings so many challenges because it's a hard energy to be able to use. It's actually the law of initiation, because it makes us go from one level in ourselves to the next. It also tells us to be aware of how we are dealing with our body, what we give it to eat, how we rest or don't rest, how we exercise or don't exercise, and also everything we put out there to other people, what we bring out on the table. We are supposed to keep ourselves as strong as possible so that we can support each other, so we can help each other. And when we follow our higher calling, which the law of attraction is actually talking about, when we're following our higher calling, then we are able to attract what we truly need and we truly want into our lives. Card number 2, which is the challenging card. Here we have got the law of creation, the law number 10, which has to do with what we create, what we manifest on in a physical reality. This card, because it is in the position of being a challenge for us, is very interesting. It's called repression. This part of this law is called repression, and it talks about how our repressed emotions, which means old wounds, old hurts, old stuff that we've experienced, how they influence very often subconsciously on our reactions and our choices that we take during the day. And actually we take hundreds of choices each day, which all lead to what we are manifesting. We are all building up to what will manifest tomorrow and for our future. So through these choices, when we do them from old parts of ourselves, old emotions, old hurts that hasn't been freed, that hasn't been liberated in us, then we keep creating the same over and over. So if we want change, we need to release these old emotions, release these old wounds, work with them, become aware of our own demons, so to say, so that we can free our spirit and manifest from the here and now what's best for us and our surroundings in the here and now. And sometimes we feel that we have no choice. And we're talking about choices as something that is a one-time thing, that we took this one big choice. But normally we do these very, very small choices. I have the choice to decide where I put my energy. I have the choice to decide where I put my thoughts. I have the choice to put my money into something I want to support rather than being unconscious about where I spread my money. I can, for instance, in this Christmas time when many people are buying Christmas gifts to each other, we have a big choice. We are consumers, and if we buy things, we can know what kind of industry we're supporting, what kind of food chains we're supporting. So we have lots of choices to be participating in the creation of our new future, our common future. So that's why it's so important that we work with our repressed feelings that often are in the way and sort of make us repeat our mistakes. So let's use our awareness to help each other, to support each other, and become aware of where we put our energy. The third card is what I call the action card, because this is the energy and the law that we are supposed to actively use to solve a situation, or like right now, as we didn't have a problem in mind in particular, we had more what do we focus on. So this is what we should use. And here, interestingly enough, we have the law of safety, which is actually a pole, an opposite to the law of creation. They are both very important for how we manifest our reality. it's important to see which seeds we're sowing. Again, now what we're putting into the fertile soil to participate in what we want to have growing in our garden, what kind of future we want to create together. So this card is law number 4, the law of safety, and this is a law which has to do with the ego and how we define ourselves and the world around us. And right now it seems important to use our common sense to create safe places for ourselves and in the world. Now, a safe place is also a place inside you where you feel safe and not attacked. So the thing is, the safer we feel in our own skin, in our own home, in our own life, the more reasonable we become. It's easier to have a healthy dialogue when we can relax and feel safe where we're at. So we're less likely to overreact if we don't feel the need to defend ourselves. If our self-esteem is good, we don't need to be arrogant. We don't need to push each other down. We don't need to brag. We don't need to show our merits to everyone. And we don't become needy people because we simply don't need so much validation and appreciation from everyone around us at all times. We have it inside. So this is an important law both for the ego and how you feel, but also in the global sense. When we attack each other's foundation, then we feel insecure. And if we are very insecure, we will have to defend ourselves. And the interesting thing is that all the 3 laws that we have picked today, which is the law of attraction, the law of creation, and the law of safety, they are all laws that have to do with our foundation. And I find that a bit interesting because the foundation is created within us the first 7 years of life. But obviously when we feel very threatened from the outside, in wars, in quarrels, in divorces, in situations when we don't feel safe, then these energies behind are very unstable, and we need to redefine who we are, what we want, where we're going, what we're doing. So it brings up the big question marks. So what we're asked to do here, using this law of safety and this card which is called definition, is that we have to look at how we have defined the world. Have we defined it too black and white? Doesn't my experience have a place within my definition of life? Let's say if I define the world as a place of pleasure and life should be easygoing and nice, and then I have an illness or I have a problem or something to deal with and it doesn't fit my definition, it will be much harder because my idea of something must fit with the reality of something. And if I have defined myself as a person who never has any problems and I've come into a deep problem, then this will be an extra burden. So these are times to redefine our truths, redefine our situations, redefine our problems or challenges in the world as well, and see how can we create safety, how can we create safe places for ourselves and each other, how can we create safety for our children. We're coming into this Christmas season, there's a lot of festivities, there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of party, we have small beings in our lives as well, children and people who need to be protected. And this law number 4, the law of safety, is there to remind us of that everyone needs a place of safety. So let's use this time to support each other and help each other wherever we can to make that safety happen. Now let's dive into the Christmas giveaway and give you the chance of winning a personal reading with me and a deck of your own oracle cards, The Key to the Universe, written by me and Joanna Crowson, and these beautiful cards are painted by Katrina Vrebalovich. Additionally, we will also give 2 more winners a set of cards and a book. Here come the giveaway rules. To enter, you have to subscribe to our channel before the 13th of December. Second, like this video. And third, comment with a word or 2 about what spirituality means to you. So that's it. The winners will be announced on December 16th. So remember to come back here and check if you are one of the winners. This contest is not sponsored by YouTube, and responsibility for complying with sending out the gifts and so forth is all laying here in Zikey. The prizes will be sent out by international post within a week, and the reading will happen in the new year on Zoom or Messenger or WhatsApp with a private agreement with you who win that reading. So thank you for being part of the Zikey community. Thank you for subscribing, and good luck. Let's share some love.